Hi, I'm Ric Burnley, editor of Kayak Angler magazine, and I'm here today with a brand new boat out that I'm super excited about, and that is the Vibe Hydra 130. And let me tell you why I'm excited about this boat. Doesn't look like the average fishing kayak that you look at, does it? Well, that's because this boat is throwing it back to the classics, back to the time when people paddled their kayaks to go fishing. Well, since I'm old school, I still paddle my kayak to go fishing, and I'm excited to see a kayak that is focused on performance as much as it is on fishing features. And you know, the biggest news about this boat is the boat itself, is the hull shape itself. You know, this kayak is streamlined, pointed bow, upraised, rocker on the keel, flared. This thing is ready to cut through the water, cut through the current, to skirt under the wind. This boat is designed to travel miles over open water, under paddle power, and let me show you some of these features that make it both a great paddling kayak and a great fishing kayak. As far as a fishing kayak goes, this boat has cool little features like these little flaps for holding horizontal rods when they're laying horizontally. A large bow hatch, great for stuffing camping gear and loading this boat up with tackle. Coming down here, we have a transducer scupper in here in the center, and then we also have mounts for the fish finder display, and then underneath of the boat through this scupper is a sonar shield and two inserts where you can mount a factory transducer mount right underneath of the kayak. So really easy to add electronics and ready to rig up. In the middle of the cockpit is this storage hatch with 4 latches that hold it up, and it's sealed in here, and it's great place to put stuff that you're going to use all day long. Also a good place to put a small battery to run your electronics without having to drill through the kayak. Moving back, one of the things I was also really happy to see with this boat is a completely flat cockpit floor. Just because this is a paddling kayak and it's not as stable as your common fishing kayak doesn't mean you can't stand up and fish in it. And so I really appreciate this flat floor, lots of standing room, even some padding, like they knew I was going to be standing in it. Coming back, you may see this seat and think, oh no, that looks like a torture device. Well, in a paddling kayak, this is the kind of seat you want. You want to be low to the water where you can use a shorter paddle shaft to get more power into every paddle stroke, less wind resistance, a more aggressive paddle position. So I'm really excited about this seat. It looks like it's going to be comfortable. There's also a lot of aftermarket seat options too. If you need to dial in the seat, there's nothing completely wrong with switching out the seat and putting in the one that fits you the best. But yeah, I was excited to see this seat. This makes it a paddling kayak. Coming back, rod holders in front of the seat, rod holders behind the seat, just where you want them for both, trolling or storage, or also for unhooking fish. And I like how they're on both sides, so I have a choice of where I put the rod when I'm unhooking a fish. In the back, room for your standard crate, room for some tackle boxes in the front here, a round day hatch for access into the kayak, not only to store gear, but also access any kind of cables or what have you that you're running to the stern of the boat. And speaking of the stern, Vibe included their Vibe rudder, and this rudder is on several of their other boats. It's well tested and everything. And what makes it unique is it has already pre-drilled inserts for a Bixby motor mount. That means you can mount a small Bixby motor to the rudder and then use the rudder controls here, these foot pegs, to control the motor and steer the boat just like you were steering an outboard motor. Speaking of the foot pegs, I really like these foot controls. They're large, they're padded, and they have this dial in the back of them that makes it easy to adjust the length of the pedals, to where you're sitting in the seat, and really dial the boat into the way it fits you the best. Overall, this boat is designed for both fishing and performance, but the emphasis is on paddling performance, and I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to get it out on the water and take you with me.